real motion getter. Stay in motion. Gonna keep that motion. We gonna stay on top. $1 million nigga. $1 billion nigga. This is not no cap talk.
The Iceman. What did I miss? What did I miss? Hey, that nigga Drake funny as hell. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Hey, we gotta talk about it. Don't worry. You know I'm gonna dive deep on that nigga. God damn. I said this shit. Don't worry. We'll talk about it. God damn. Because sometimes you look at stuff and you be like, for real? Yeah. What did I miss? What did I miss? Nigga, crazy boy. God fix, greatness fix, God fix. Motion Mondays, baby. Motion Mondays is where I go down my Instagram feed and feed our spirits with high vibrational information. Because again, we need the in-spirit inspiration to move us. Let me get my Instagram right. What did I miss? Look, that Sandman was real good. So I'm gonna do something. We was watching shows all weekend. Sandman, the Old Guard. I fuck around the Old Guard today, right here, right now, because it was just it'll take me 2 minutes. Yeah, we was watching TV shows, so just be on the lookout for that Sandman 2 Decoded. Sandman 2 Decoded is coming. You feel me? So at the same time, at the end of the day, it's some deep spiritual ties into that Sandman that I want the family to move into. And I did the Sandman 2 Decoded, pre-decoded 2 years ago. Told y'all the story about Nadia and Dream, Morpheus, right? Essentially. And the endless, or these 7 major, how would you say, demiurgic energies that's putting people in this kind of spell with desire, despair, all of them, right? Death. It's a deeper play at hand, and Dream being the catalyst, or Dream being like the main vision is, I can't wait to decode it. Trust and believe. So y'all just check out that Sandman too, because look, it's gonna help you spiritually. It's gonna help you spiritually, and it's gonna help move some things around for you. I was talking to one of my clients this past weekend, and he said something that that I thought was helpful for everybody. He was like, okay, I just feel stuck. I feel stuck. So I posed the question, and I helped the guy out. You feel me? I helped him understand how to unstuck and unshackle. The guy got kids, a particular job, relationship, all these different things, you feel me, that puts people in a kind of place where they feel trapped or ensnared in a reality, and they're trying to figure out how to break out without just dismantling the reality altogether. You feel me? Which is an interesting thing. And I think a lot of spiritual people are dealing with that. So I have posed a question. Let me see if I can pull that up. I said, what does it mean spiritually when you feel stuck in your life? What does it mean spiritually when you feel stuck in your life? So this is a very, very important question that we want to dive deep into and understand to the core within ourselves, right? Because a lot of times I get it, and now, as we gain clarity and as I have more of these one-on-one consultations, it's kind of like the same messages are coming through, right? They're just in a rat race routine, and they're trying to break out. And that rat race routine is putting them in a sort of fixed state. Like, this is it, and this is how it's going to be. But tomorrow I'm gonna do something powerful for the family. Tomorrow I'm gonna do something very powerful for the family. Be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna go through these 3 books: The Art and Practice of Creative Visualization, Ophel. Classic. Yes, sir. This, hey, this is the one, baby. This is the one. Tomorrow, y'all gonna want to stay tuned for this one. This is the one. The Art and Practice of Astral Projection. Oh, this is both of these are Ophel. Wait, where's my Phil Cooper Creative Visualization? Okay, well, I got the Phil Cooper one too. You feel me? Art and Practice of Astral Projection, Ophel. Both of these Ophels are classics. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just must reads, right? And then there's William Atkinson, Your Mind and How to Use It. Your mind, how to use it, baby. Now this hoe gonna put you on your ass. And then I'm gonna pull out my Phil Cooper book. Let me get this one. Wealth Magic. You feel me? Because essentially what we got to do is break down what's actually happening in your reality and how to transform out of that particular reality. You feel me? Your mind and how to use it. Trust and believe. This is the one right here. But this Wealth Magic will help us along with these other creative visualizations. So tomorrow, Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, YouTube. Be on the lookout for that. So now that brings me to my thing that I'm doing for the Patreon family. Let me see if I can pull up my flyer for that. This is happening because 7-Eleven is around the corner. So why not, baby? Boom. Manifesting Abundance, a 3-day creative visualization journey. 7-Eleven through 7/13. Trust and believe, family, Patreon family at that. You're not going to want to miss this. We're going deep into the fold of visualization. I'm going to use a lot of Reverend Ike principles since I've been on this book. And I thought it would be something good for us to do for the Patreon family. But I'll discuss a lot of that tomorrow as we go through this creative visualization journey on YouTube. Because, oh boy, now let's get to the Iceman, baby. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up some of the Iceman. So look, I seen, because I was looking at the Drake thing and I'm like, all right, this nigga got it. This shit is, I got to talk about it just based off of, like it's almost, because it's amazing to me how he's not even reading the room at all. And he's just his megastar, or people not even helping him read the room. Like, I'm seeing this stuff and I'm like, oh, okay, he keeps on showing more and more his hand. And I know Kendrick keep on just being like, see, look at this nigga. I told y'all, look, show you right here. There go that nigga again. He just can't help himself. And, you know, a lot of times when you're not in the culture or of the culture, you don't really understand based off of your programming as a kid. You've been into Jewish schools or, you know, predominantly more white schools. So he doesn't really understand the culture and he's trying to fit into this world based off of, he finds it cool and attractive. And since he is the Jewish kid, then he gets a nod. And we're not saying Drake ain't talented, because he's definitely that. But he gets a nod in this thing just based off of that. You can put any person face forward in the main screen thing and make them blow and make them go. You just seen it with Sexy Red. They tried to do it with the Munch girl. What was her name? With that Munch girl. They, whoever they want to put in front of this bitch to go, they can do it. You feel me? And you know, and they'll go. Now, it's not saying Drake is not talented, because with talent and the machine, then you got a cosmic bomb. which we've been seeing for the past decade. So now all of a sudden, Drake is so out of the loop with this song that I was, oh fuck. And I had, what did I miss? What did I miss? Remember the kid in high school, right? Or let's go back to middle school. Remember in middle school, you used to score and cap on niggas and shit like that, right? And then the kid that couldn't really handle it because he was the new kid used to want to fight. And then this little new kid that wants to fight is going to get his bitch ass jumped. Well, that's what essentially is happening to Drake. He's not reading the room, and he's putting out these songs that's showing him more and more outside of the culture when he could have just been in the culture and been hip to whatever. You feel me? You know, you got a slap box, nigga, and you can't go run and tell the teacher. You feel me? You got to score and cap, and you can't go cry to your mama and shit. That's just real life, right? So him making this song, What Did I Miss? I just couldn't believe it. I was blown the fuck away. And I was actually embarrassed for him just based off of his energy showing so much of himself, especially in the video. Y'all lucky I can't play the video because that shit, they'll take my whole YouTube channel down. That's what they've been doing, especially with this UMG versus Drake court case. They taking YouTube channels down, or they giving you strikes. Like they gave me 2 strikes, not for Drake's thing, but for old videos that was copyrighted. And usually they'll just let you make it, but for some reason they've been giving niggas strikes and shit. He's the stepping stone, you feel me? And niggas is just trying to climb to the top. And I don't know why his consciousness didn't tell him that, which he should have known that. Like, nigga, you the ladder, nigga, trying to climb up this bitch. Like I said in my post yesterday on the community tab on YouTube, I said, nigga, you the rich kid with the car. Come pick me up. You feel me? Nigga. So, you know, it's sad because it's one of those things where you know, you got to know yourself. You got to know what's happening around you, my nigga. Like, goddamn, you the credit card. We trying to max your bitch ass out. You feel me? And for him to not have people around him to tell him that and be aware of that is a problem, a heavy problem. Now look, I've been studying these automatons like a motherfucker lately. And I'm just telling you, some of this consciousness, this stuff be absolutely mind-blowing to me. I don't, you know, maybe it's just me and my perception of people, but I'd be like, God bless. Like sometimes you look at people and you be like, for real? Like, damn, they really don't know. Like, oh shit, you out of the loop like that. Even intellectuals, you feel me? You can see stuff in that nature that's fucked up. See, what happened with Drake was he got a pass with Jay Prince and them. Jay Prince Jr. took him in. You know why? Because us from the H, we got this Southern hospitality, and we don't care if you goofy or whatever, a nerdy kid, right? We're gonna treat you with love and respect just based off of that's just how we was raised. So now he get this nod from Jay Prince and them. Now he's just automatically entranced or engulfed in the culture, and now everybody else, Atlanta, Miami, LA, picks it, say, all right, we'll fuck with the guy, fuck it. You feel me? But honestly, if he started, like, if somebody else would have picked him up, which couldn't at the beginning of his career, which probably couldn't have happened, he probably wouldn't have got that level of nod. because down south we show love. You feel me? It don't matter if you um a square. We just gonna recognize something that we can see a talent in you and show love, but we ain't gonna tell you a goofy. You feel me? We're just gonna let you just keep on being a goofy and just hey, ride your car and shit and take your car real quick. You feel me? So in Drake's case, he got lucky that Jay Prince came and found him and been able to push him into the lexicon of this thing, and then he blew from there, right? Wayne picked him up, and then it's just a Southern hospitality thing. But if them New York niggas would have got him first, oh, he would have learned quick. Or LA, oh, they would have chopped his ass up. But us down south, you know what I'm saying? We got a more loving kind of energy, right? Where we can just see the creative genius in you and don't give a fuck if you're not about the culture or whatever. Because we're a deep, staunch, especially in Houston, we have so many different cultures that you have to respect everybody or they'll beat your ass. You feel me? These Asians don't play with black people like that down here, and so on and so forth. You feel me? So now with Drake being blessed into this game, it's one of those things where he got lucky kind of at the beginning of his career that somebody took him in and was able to love on him and nurture him through the thing. But now, nigga, this nigga showed so much of himself, I could not believe it. Hold on, let me see if I can find his images. I just put in Iceman, and this is what came up. God bless. Hold on. I could not. I'd say, and whatever, make your music or whatever. But I think he's making a grave mistake. Let me put in Iceman Drake. A grave mistake for putting out this song like that. What did I miss? Nigga, they ain't fucking with you, boy. What are you talking about? I don't, it's a weird dynamic that he can't just see that he was always just the tool to another level. Even sometimes the niggas that are quote unquote like the rich kid or whatever, or got the car and shit, they know what's happening, so then they use that to their advantage. I would hope and assume Drake knew that. You feel me? But with this song, it seems like he was really out of the whack and did not know that you was getting used up. Absolutely. Oh shoot, it's not even show. Okay, hold on, my bad, Joe. Hold on, I thought I was showing the screen. Hold on. I don't know why. I don't know why StreamYard does that. Now, whatever this Iceman thing is, I don't know. This nigga is tripping with himself. Whatever it's supposed to be or mean or metaphorically mean, hey, he gonna have to take that up with God, because essentially, I don't know about no Iceman. You feel me? And that single, yeah, is number one and all that stuff. But at the same time, at the end of the day, he's like pushing himself further and further out of the culture when he was already accepted, and all he had to do was understand. You feel me? Because the bigger play would have been for him to just remove himself from the idea of these people is really your partners and shit like that. You feel me? Like, and that's something that we all got to understand within ourselves. Yeah, we got partners and shit like that we grew up with and all of that, right? But again, everybody has alternative. It's not necessarily everybody has alternative motives, but for him, he should have been able to like read the room completely. You feel me? Like Future and them trying to get to the top, they see you, they see a goddamn golden ticket. And these niggas is from the hood, the trenches and shit. They looking at you like a come up. Like, nigga, I'm about to win, nigga. What? Oh shit. Oh, this nigga fucking with, hey, bet. Let's go. What's up, Drake? They probably dapping that nigga up, giving that nigga gang sign. Hey, nah, this how we do this. Oh, he like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Just to fit in. And he's gonna try to pull something off on the Clips's album day, which is a grave mistake. Because they got something for that ass too. So now he's in an uphill battle, and all he had to do was just disappear or just keep it pushing, right? Telling you again, when you get scored and capped on, if you show emotions, your ass is grass. Because we coming back tomorrow, and we on your ass. Tell the teacher. Go tell the teacher, I dare you to, nigga. We coming back tomorrow even heavier. We see you in the hallway, it's on site. You feel me? We ain't gonna touch you. Look at them jeans, boy. Now I get it. His thing was pretty weird with the pedophile thing, because that's a different type of energy. You feel me? Like, that's heavy. But at the same time, at the end of the day, shit, we just capping, we just scoring. Remember, Kendrick said it in the interview. He said, nigga, I was just doing what we do. You feel me? I didn't take it personal when he said that about my wife. I didn't expect him to take it so personal. But hey, what I tell you, they not like us. So him keep on showing this grave mistakes is so sad. It's like, God bless. Now, they're gonna push the hell out of this thing with because they got the money to just spin it and make people seem like they're liking it. You feel me? But if y'all seen the video like I did, I seen the video. That nigga was blinking like a motherfucker. That nigga looked crazy in that video. And I'm just telling you, he's making a grave misstep that might actually keep on pushing him down a rabbit hole that fucks him up. You think about NBA players, right? They gotta know that this bad chick is trying to get a bag out of you. Dwight Howard as 18 out of high school. For 18, he graduated when I graduated, 2004. Number 1 pick, virgin out of high school, because he was like a Christian dude. You feel me? Real Christian base, all of this stuff. They had him showing the Bible and stuff like that, all of that stuff. Now he a spiritual nigga and shit, because he had to go through his transformation. 18-year-old got his ass taxed the minute he got to the league. Them cheerleaders got on it. One of them cheerleaders got on his ass quick. Left him. He didn't know what the heck. Oh shit. Nigga, they wanted the bag. Now he got 8 kids by like 7 different baby mamas and shit. I think 8 different baby mamas. Some crazy shit like that. Based off of he keep on fucking up and falling for the okie doke, when these females just really want the bag. Nigga, y'all just seen, what's the girl name? Love and Hip Hop girl, whatever. Love Ready for Portia, the Portia girl. She done came up quick off this goofy dude, this African dude. He thought he done won. You feel me? Portia got him in a month. I ain't never seen that happen so fast. In a month. Come here. You feel me? And just kept it pushing, kept it moving. So Drake, I feel like he has to be able to be, to humble himself and really just say, all right, hey, y'all can say whatever about me. I'm still, and just fuck with people from a distance. You feel me? You can still fuck with LeBron, but don't make it so personal. LeBron just laughing at the joke. Kendrick capping, LeBron just laughing at the joke. That's a funny joke. Drake like this. Don't laugh at that shit, nigga. And I'm surprised that 50 using this nigga too, now that I can see that, because I don't know why 50 ain't even schooling him on the next moves. So 50 is 50 using that nigga too. It's insane. It's almost amazing to see that shit. And I'm just like, Drake, come on now. But okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Motion Mondays. Peace to y'all, family. Peace to y'all. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's up, Jock? King Lemuel, what's up? Brittany, what's good? Beautiful beings, what's up, y'all? Sleuth, what's good? Kion, yeah, we in here. Let's get it on. All right, let me share my Instagram so we can go down this feed and feed our spirit correctly. Drake. That nigga said Drake. I said, oh boy. Okay, here we go. All right, as y'all can see, this thing is loading. There go my beautiful queen right there. Shout out to D-Ray. Let's hear what her message is.
The cast members' archetypes. An archetype essentially means a person's energy, their characteristic. It's the narratives that we see play out every day in life. It's the savior, the mother, the lover, the goddess, the queen, the joker. The archetypes are everywhere, and archetypes are developed into a person based off of their life experiences, their traumas, etc., etc. And so I've been online, and there's been a lot of talk about this queen right here, Analandria, and so we're going to talk about both of their archetypes. Shelley's archetype is that of the maiden. Okay, she's young, she's fresh, she's vibrant, she is light, she is easy to like and easy to get along with, while at the same time she embodies some queen energy in that people want to serve her, people want to support her, from the men and the women in the villa. Everybody loves Shelley. She's giving queen, she's giving maiden. And another reason why we know she gives queen energy is because she'll check somebody if she needs to. She's honest. She keeps things in order. And the second queen that I want to talk about today is Alandria. Alandria she gives us mother energy, even though she's not a mother, right? But she gives us this strength, this power, this dark goddess energy, this mystery. She also embodies this very sacred and...
You see how the goddesses talk about the only black goddesses as queens? But watch, right when I bet you D-Ray ain't gonna say
sensual energy that seems to just ooze from her. And while she has all of that, she also has her playfulness, her friendliness, and her ability to connect with other people. Understanding archetypes is so important because it will help you to understand how people view you, period. And if you can understand how people view you and how that relates to how you view yourself, you can make adjustments accordingly to get what it is you desire out of life. One thing that I want to talk about.
Shout out to my queen. She didn't mention none of the Caucasian. He just said, hey, black, melanated, hey, archetypes. Nah, and that's an important factor too as well, because again, we got to understand that, especially even moving into this Drake thing, right? Like, niggas is seeing you in a particular way. If you don't understand your archetype, Drake, then you're making foul moves, or you see, he rose to the top just based off of the system was protecting him. But the minute a real nigga getting in this space, Kendrick Lamar, and see him and say, fuck it, I'm gonna break the whole system down, he's gonna come crashing down too. You feel me? So in essence, he has to be able to understand himself, and understanding yourself, or understanding your archetype, is essentially sitting with yourself and not just running around the world, just constantly being distracted because you're afraid to sit quiet. If you're not sitting with yourself, family, then you're never going to understand how people might even perceive you, or how to even perceive yourself and how to move in this world. Look, we're going through this book, Mind Control 101 in the Patreon, right? And we're talking about essentially we're talking about how to deal with automatons, how to relate in the world of automatons. It's funny, I was looking for my Ophel book downstairs and I found my other Mind Control 101 book, highlighted the fuck up. I said, oh damn, it was stuck in the corner somewhere. I said, ain't that a bitch? So yeah, understand to the core, right, that your energy speaks before you enter the room, right? And you're going to have to understand your energy from a mile away, because people can pick up on your nervousness. People can pick up on the way you've grown up or the kind of ideology you have in your mind. Shout out to my queen once again, D-Ray Wise. Y'all go follow her, D-Ray the Healing Coach. D-Ray the Healing Coach. Let's see. Okay, hold on. This thing ain't want to load today. Let's see if it's going to load for us. Let's see if we're going to come down. Okay, who is this?
As we say the word addiction, it's really intoxication. So it's a drug. It's toxins, it's garbage, it's waste that has been backed up in the system. So it is a very tough addiction to deal with. It's actually one of the most challenging of all, because what we're doing in reality, we are producing the drugs within. We're manufacturing the drugs, because any food that we consume that the body does not recognize as food that's fit for it, then it doesn't digest, it doesn't get processed adequately, so it just sits in the body and decay, it rots and releases a lot of toxins. These toxins permeate the cells, and once we try to withdraw from it, then what happens is that since the body doesn't have to spend so much time digesting, elimination kicks in automatically. So the elimination is really the challenge. You know, the food comes back upstream, and as it comes upstream, then we're in a very uncomfortable position because our elimination organs are not moving them out or evacuating them as fast as they're being released from the tissues. So the body goes through this constant battle of trying to defend, trying to protect, you know, a certain feeling, a certain energy field. So it keeps pushing the toxins back down. So it's really about coming to peace with food, coming to peace with your life, coming to peace with the body, and stop postponing the elimination confrontation. You got to face up to it. It's going to be headaches. It's going to be nausea. It may be vomiting. It may be fainting, you know, but that's better than it getting to the point where it's arthritis, where it's cancer, you know, or where it's a more serious warning signal. So it's about taking ownership and settle in and get ready to reverse the process. So moving on that level, then it's about liquids. You know, we need to flush it out. So we need to keep it moving. So as long as we keep hydrated, then a lot of this is going to pass in a relatively short period of time. You don't have to be sick. It is not part of living.
Yeah.
But food addiction really...
I say, damn, that nigga dropped on that bitch. What's his name? What? Okay, Eris Latham, old school cat. Yeah, he dropped on that hoe. Listen, I was just talking about this with the Patreon family the other day. I was talking about how the water is toxic in our being, and how this water we have to get out of our being, right? Hey, I'm telling you, because I did a fast. I was doing alternate day fasting this week. So Tuesday and Thursday I fasted. The other days I just ate one time a day. Well, in a window, 3 hours window. Them days I ate. But Tuesday and Thursday complete fast. Basically 48 hour fast, right? And boom. What I came to realize, I was telling Patreon fan, I said, nigga, that water is actually the thing that's actually making us feel some particular way. Telling you, nigga, spirit hit me with that shit like crazy. So look, because again, remember, energy and motion, right? Emotions is the lack of motion or motion. So if you're trying to even get into your bag and get into your world of winning, right? Your water could be so affected that it makes you think in a particular way, and it makes your stream of consciousness not flow. Nigga, I'm telling you, that nigga just dropped on that shit. That shit is important. That's why I saved that video, because that shit is real. Like, we got to understand that we do have to detox. You feel me? And I'm from the school of Bobby and Panic and all of that shit, right? Yeah, eat what you want, the mind is all. But whatever is in the water, it causes some kind of toxic thinking because it's attacking your cells. And your cells is going into the quantum world, right? In the nucleus, which is the quantum realm. That electron spiraling into the nucleus is the quantum realm. And it's coming back out to the atoms. This is all at speed of light, right? Essentially, that's what you are, just cosmic speed of light. And whatever you've been ingesting in your body or even feeding yourself physically, you feel me? It's affecting your water. We just read that in this book, Mind Control 101. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It said, Mesmer believed that all living organisms have a magnetic fluid running through them, and that by making passes over the body with magnets, one can control the flow of that fluid and alter the person's health and mental states. So, nigga, you ain't depressed. You ain't, thinking these negative thoughts. Your water is thinking these negative thoughts. Your water has been infiltrated and you got to detox and clean out. Telling you, nigga, hey, and I'm a spiritual, mind is all, the universe is mental. I'm that nigga. But I'm telling you, that water is fucking niggas up. And that's what he was that old school dude was just saying. And the addiction is that you keep on feeding, right, the same water that needs that, so you're gonna crave that shit. So yeah, the old school dude was right. He said you got to go through them withdrawals and all that stuff, because again, it's gonna clear out your water, which is gonna clear out your mind, and then level you up into a new stream of consciousness. I'm telling you, nigga. He says later in his career, he found that making these passes without magnets created the same results. So your water can be affected without the magnets. He's saying, nigga, we can affect your water through visual stimulation with the TV, the news, all of that stuff, right? What he fell upon was the wonderful phenomenon of human suggestibility. By speaking with confident authority and telling people what they would experience, people experience just that. By adding the effect of rituals, it was made even more compelling. People will swoon and fall over under his control. Chaos in the blood, baby. Hey, just clean out your water, baby. You got to detox. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. Y'all can fight it all you want. Okay. And as spiritual people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, spiritual people means you're an experimenter. You're an experimentalist. You're just experimenting on self. So if you never try to fast, then essentially you're not even a spiritual being, nigga, because you don't know if it's gonna work or not. Look, the old guard, let's do that real quick. The old guard, because that's perfect, right? The girl's name was Nile. Nile, as in Nile River. Old guard. Okay, Old Guard 2, because we watched it this weekend. Let me pull that up for y'all real quick, some of the pictures or whatever, because it was good. Y'all go watch that Old Guard 2, because we watched Old Guard 1, which was fire, but Old Guard 2 was fire too. You feel me? what's the girl's name? Nile, right? Which is just Nile River, right? Which is essentially stream of consciousness. So in the old guard, these are immortals, right? And especially the melanated goddess, because they kept on saying she's the one, you are special, you're blah blah blah. So then this girl, Discord, it's funny, you don't even have to break it down. Her name is Discord, right? Discord is essentially the demiurge. Now is essentially Sophia, the spark of light, the consciousness, the stream of consciousness, stream. Nile River. Let's look at what does Nile River mean spiritually. Wait, Nile River spiritually. Now, the Nile River held profound spiritual significance for an ancient Egyptians, being deeply intertwined with the religious belief, mythology, and worldview. It was not just a physical lifeline, but also a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. Ashe. Yeah, that makes sense, because remember, she had on the Ankh now in the old guard too. You feel me? So that stream, that water. So now, look, it's all making sense now. So now your water in your body, you're 70% water. Your brain is 90% water. So now your water has to be flushed out so you can receive new streams of consciousness that actually serves you for the vision desire that you want to jump into. Hey, telling y'all, baby, tomorrow it go down. Hey, it go down. See how spirit work? Tomorrow it go down. We're gonna go deep into the fold. Ophil, 9:30 a.m. YouTube. Just be ready, because I'm breaking this shit down. Creative visualization. This is all the shit I did to get free. I'm just telling y'all straight up. This book, Ophil, Creative Visualization. This book, Ophil again, The Art of Astral Projection. Ophil, very important. Very, very important. And then this book, Wealth Magic, Phil Cooper. You feel me? But William Atkinson, this book is very good too. Your Mind and How to Use It, right? Very important book, just to get the basics down, the basis of how to become free. You feel me? Your Mind and How to Use It. So now we're getting back to the water. That's heavy. You feel me? That's heavy. So now, after tomorrow, 7-Eleven family, it go down. Again, I'm showing y'all what's going down. 7-Eleven. I'm using all of Reverend Ike's principles in the Patreon for the Patreon family. Chaos being club tier. 7-Eleven. Luck Day. Y'all remember I did a video on that, but it's a 3-day thing I'm doing. The ritual, the guided meditation is essentially 20 minutes. You feel me? So I'm not going to stay that long with y'all family. But essentially, I'm going to break some stuff down too, because I do want y'all to understand why we're doing it. It's 2 visualizations we're going to do each day. And I broke it up into 3 days instead of me just cramming it all on 7-Eleven, the luck day, which is a ritual day, family. I want to do stuff on that day, 7-Eleven. Trust me, Friday. And honestly, if you really want to experience some luck and some good fortune, honestly, nigga, if I was y'all on Friday, I would take off and visualize that whole day. Now listen, family, hey, you can go look this shit up. They got some 7 guides. 7-Eleven day is a powerful day for why you think they use the number 7-Eleven to win, to hit. You feel me? So 7-Eleven this Friday is a powerful day for you to turn up and get into your visualization process, which is going to end up letting you free. Hey, I'm excited, baby. It go down. So y'all be on the lookout for this, Patreon family. If you're not a Patreon member, come on through. All right, let's keep it going down the Instagram feed. That old man fucked me up, boy. Oh, the old guard. So yeah. So that's essentially it. She's Sophia. Now River is the flow of consciousness, the stream of consciousness, right? You are immortal out of this body regardless. So they're just using a psychoanalyst to show you physical beings that's immortal, right? But you're an immortal being anyway. So now you just got to understand that you're immortal, and what's keeping you immortal is your consciousness, your level of mind and consciousness. Now you become mortal when you don't become conscious. So that's when you do the reincarceration thing or reincarnated, because in the astral realms, you're sitting at a church waiting, and you don't know, and your mind is not understanding that you are the free one. So again, this thing goes dimensionally in freedom, because you can lock yourself up in the mind and be trapped in the reincarceration cycle of Earth based off of you don't have no mind in the astral realms. Absolutely amazing, dog, how this how this world has fucked us up so much that we can't even see past the illusionary tricks. And I suggest everybody get into some deep astral projection work, or some dream work or lucid dreaming work, because again, when you're lucid dreaming, right, you understand the next place where you're going to die when you die. And you understand it from such a, like, it's not going to be like the first lucid dreaming experience or like the fourth one, but like, that fifth, sixth one, you'll start to be like, oh, okay, I get it. I feel it. And it's a feeling that you have to have. It's not like not like something you can put in words. It's more so about, oh, I see what this is. This is me in this particular realm, new dimension, fourth dimensional realm, that I'm able to carry out specific assignments, and I'm able to change the scene. So it's not like this realm where you got to stay in one fixed scene. You can actually change the scenes in the fourth dimension. But if you're locked into the third dimension, right, way of thinking, then when you go to the fourth dimension, you get stuck waiting for a bus or waiting for them pearly gate doors to open, and you'll walk through that light. And there's niggas in the astral realms that's living it up. And this ain't no based on no years thing. They living because they just got a mind. So they don't have to necessarily go on to greater pastures, if you will, right? You can just stay in the astral realms and kick it. But eventually that's going to get boring, right? Because if you just create out for anything, then eventually you're going to want to figure out how to get the fuck up out of there, right? So then that's when you can make the choice. I'm telling you, because you got a choice in the astral realm, where you can come back down to earth to participate in, the struggle, the hardship, and all of that, because you just want to feel that again. Or this is how it works. I'm just telling you. Or you're going to go to an ascension level, the great by and by, which is something completely beyond anything in this time-space continuum we're stuck in the fourth and third dimension. Hey, I'm telling you, dog, this shit is and I believe, this is what I believe in my mind, a lot of y'all have chosen to come back, like myself and others. Like, there's a lot of people that chose to come back to Earth, right? To help and assist, or just because they want to see if they can pull off the great escape again. But look, some niggas forget, right? And then they receive this thing as real, and now all of a sudden they get stuck again. Damn, that's fucked up. Chaos in the blood. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. So we got to understand, like, that lucid dreaming is a very, 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 very important practice. And it's not going to take that much for you to feel the experience and then really say, oh, okay, I got it. You feel me? Like, it's not going to take that much at all. You can fuck around, feel it in the third experience, right? The first one, I would say not too much, because you might be excited when you lucid dream. And some of y'all lucid dream before, so y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But then it's like you want to be able to consistently, not because it's not a consistent thing that's going to happen, but you want to be able to feel that feeling in the lucid dreaming where you like, oh, okay, I got it, man, I can fly. Oh shit, this is amazing, right? Oh shit, I can go underwater. Oh wow, this is deep, right? And you want to be able to feel that just based off of, you understanding that you're an infinite being. You're an immortal being. So that's what the old guard was about. When they talk about immortal beings, that's what it's about. You feel me? And essentially what happened with the Asian girl in the old guard when she fell to the water, the bottom of the water in complete darkness, is that she was locked away in her mind. So that was basically the reincarceration cycle. Because remember, what's it called, was trying to find her. She couldn't find her. She said, I was looking for you for centuries. And she couldn't find her, just essentially based off of your human emotional entrapment into a body. Remember, they locked her in a shell case body thing. Said, you a witch, or whatever they was saying to her back in them time. Boom, locked her in that bitch. What's it called, right? The main cast of the old guard, the main white girl in the old guard, she was she was in a house locked away, but that bitch got burnt down. So then she was able to escape. So that's the same thing with the human reincarceration thing. You feel me? Same exact thing. You just got to look at it from a metaphysical perspective. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Well, that's my old guard decoded. If y'all want me to go deeper on it, fuck around, I could do it, but there's no real point. This old dude, though, hold on, let me get back, because I don't know why they keep on doing that. This old dude dropped on this bitch. Absolutely amazing. Say, hey, take that shit as a message and run it.
Will you answer a question for us?
Sure,
Thank you.
if I can.
You can. I'll just again use the terminology in the most typical way. Has any great change on your planet ever been created by anyone who wasn't crazy? Who didn't go against the grain of the norm? The answer
Very
is
good
no.
point. Yeah, good point.
Thank you. So why not join the club and be crazy? It's a nice club to be in. Then you will simply gravitate to and attract to you people of the same kind of crazy. And then when you are in a community of people who are all the same kind of crazy, you won't be crazy. You'll be normal. Will you answer?
Shout out to Bashar, man. Bashar. Yeah, that's a good thing. So, like, yeah, even just going deeper to what Bashar just said, your monstrous soul is beyond this earth realm anyway. So if you're thinking in a particular way, that's because you're not human. You're an alien. I keep on telling y'all there's no alien in the sky that's going to come down and save you. You're the alien. You got alien technology in your being. Melanated people, especially, too. You feel me? I'm just saying, just keeping it just based off of my, understanding with Layla Africa and them and Delbert Blair and them. You feel me? So now you're the alien that you got to understand that you crash landed on this earth and you're here to have an experience based off of something that's not moral and a law. So that law-abiding citizen energy that you're trying to invoke in this world is absolutely holding you back. Nigga, I just seen that little kid Speed. Nigga, he had 170,000 people on his stream just rising because it popped up on my thing. I like, damn, this little kid, he's definitely in his bag. And he be doing some off the wall crazy stuff. You feel me? He was about to jump off of a thing, which, you know, you got to be careful, whatever, cool. But the idea was still there. Like, he about to jump into the water and be free because he's free. Nigga just secured $600 million for 2 years. Nigga, the kid is 20. Ha! You can't tell me. All right, y'all niggas gonna hear me. He's secured $600 million. He's 20 years old. I think he might be even 19. No, I think he's 20. For 2 years. You don't tell me that's God on earth. Because he let go of all of his inhibitions and his idea of people judging him, right? With the moral thing that we have. And he's just doing him. And he's doing him to the extreme. And people gravitate towards that because they're seeing something that they can see in themselves, but they're afraid to do. So now you got to understand that these young guys, right, that's in their bag, that's moving vicariously through this world, is examples that we need to understand to the core. The Kai Sinats, the Speeds, all of these young little kids that's just doing shit and making millions off of it based off of they show. See, when you think about this world, right, and you're fixated in a moral compass thing, let's say the college, picket fence, reality, ideology that a lot of us grew up on, right? Then you're going to be fixated to that reality, which is just a job, the house, and just live in this house until you 80 and die. So these kids ain't trying to hear none of that shit. They ain't trying to be none of that. They ain't even trying to understand that at all, right? So they running amok on this bitch based off of their ideas, their minds, their thoughts is somewhere completely different. And it's looking strange to y'all, but then when it happens and people are gravitating towards it, oh, here go the 600 million. Same thing with Mr. Beast. He's in that same group. I think that nigga is 24 and he already a billionaire. You feel me? So these kids are just not trying to hear, and everybody can't go to school. Everybody's not sitting in a chair trying to learn something that doesn't have any real merit to building your mind. All school is a rope learning machine to train you to have a job so you can know how to read instructions and follow it at the job. So again, we got to remove ourselves from this whole notion or programming that we were built in. I'm talking to my millennials, right? My 80s babies and up, 80s to 90s babies, right? That's still stuck in that fray. Even my 70s, them kids too, y'all 70 babies. We got to start moving into the space of figuring out how to get out in our mind. Listen, family, you will not experience freedom on this earth if you don't free your mind first. The end. Nigga, it's all in the mind first. You got to free your mind completely of any kind of notion, any kind of energy that you're tied to an idea or you have a roof or ceiling. Like I was saying in my consultation, what the guy say? He said, man, I just feel stuck. I don't know what to do. That's because he's stuck in the mind. You feel me? Your reality is not making you stuck. I don't give a fuck. You got kids, a job, and a mortgage, right? Which is essentially what the God was telling me in the consultation I had this weekend. Boom. I'm telling him that that's a mental thing that you have to get over within yourself, because you're perceiving this is the only thing he can do, and he's just in this rat race that's tied into the money thing, the money system. Better watch Fight Club again and destroy the world, because again, you know, you don't want to wake up 80, 90 with regret saying, damn, I didn't, because I felt I was stuck. And that's why I posed this question to y'all again. I said, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I said, what does it mean spiritually when you feel stuck in your life? You got to ask that self to your own mind, family. You got to ask that to yourself and really understand that there's a spiritual message that's keeping you feeling stuck in a loop, in a program. You feel me? Look at what's the dude's name? 607 Unk. Nigga came out of nowhere, huh? God damn. And essentially all he is a channeler. And he's just saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just go for mine. And he's expressing his truth, right, on these platforms based off of that's an expression of his power, what he feels in his mind and his heart, and he's just letting it go, and he's ringing it. You feel me? So then you see the dude, 4 Extra dude, was trying to beat him up, right? We talked about this in the Patreon too. Yeah, we're spiritually protected. So we're believing that a little bit of struggle is going to hurt, but that little struggle is going to take you up out of here. You got to understand, you're going to have to go through some discomfort. Like the dude was saying, with the old school dude was just saying on Instagram, it's your water that's affected. So you're going to have to go through the detoxing stage and release all that impurities and that toxic water that you have inside of you. It's the same with, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's the same in this physical realm. You're going to have to go through the detoxing process and release stuff that might not serve you in the long run, but release stuff that's not serving you, right? In your end game, right? It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever, right? But when you get to that new moment of gold, then that's when you've arrived to your new level of consciousness and your new level of freedom. Hey, hey, niggas better get, hey, and you know, I've done it millions of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I release aspects of myself because I had a deep introspective look within, and every step of the way, I just moved into more power and more freedom. So based off of me challenging myself and doing the 40-day fast, doing the 30-day fast, really looking at myself introspectively, really going within, sitting in dark rooms for hours, right? Sitting in a spiritual bath for hours in the dark, all darkness, pitch dark, and letting the monsters come out to play. Essentially, I became a monster. Shit, you're gonna have to deal with the fear anyway, so you might as well deal with it now, or when you get to the astral realms and forget. Chaos in the blood. Hey, ain't that a bit? All right, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. Shout out to the guys. I'm having too much fun with y'all today, boy. Hold on. God damn. All right, hold on. Let's get it right. StreamYard gonna have to fix that. They keep on sharing the stuff I don't want to share. Ain't that a bitch? All right, here we go. Shout out to Bashar, man.
You have to want it more than everyone else. Not just slightly more, not just enough to talk about it, but with an obsession that borders on madness. When others sleep, you work. When they complain, you adapt. When they celebrate small wins, you're already focused on the next challenge. When they quit because it hurts, you push through because giving up on what matters hurts even more. This isn't about talent. Talent is overrated. This isn't about luck. This is about hunger, a hunger so deep it consumes you. It's about wanting something so badly you'll sacrifice what others won't, and endure what others can't. There's a price. Relationships strain. People won't understand. You'll miss moments you can't get back. That's the test period. If those obstacles stop you, you didn't want it enough. Someone else wanted it more. Someone else was willing to bleed more, to risk more. Ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? What comfort can you sacrifice? What pain can you endure? Success goes to the obsessed, to those who want it more than breathing.
That's fly. Powerful video. Yeah, you know, aspects of that is true. Some aspects is not. You know, a lot of that is just boiled into what your mind is on, right? So we have visions, or we have ideas that keep us in a trance of this world, right? Some people are driven in such a way to work out and look at their body that that's what they're fixated on, right? Some people are driven or in spirit in the aspect of speaking on Instagram and all of that stuff. You feel me? Whatever they might do, or speaking in general, right? So is more so about what is your energy leaning towards, or what are you passionate about, and then that passion will tumbleweed you into the new reality that you're claiming to be. You don't want to wear yourself out, because that's not how this thing actually works. You're going up a ladder. So there go that ladder again, right? You're going to have climbs, valleys like this, but as long as you're moving in the upward direction, it's like crypto or Bitcoin or whatever. As long as it's flowing upwards, you're going to get to that Godhead. So essentially you can't. So the biggest idea, which I'm going to give you all a gem here, is that if you feel hurt when you are in, let's say you do some low vibrational shit, right? If you feel hurt in that moment, oh man, like let's say, okay, I'll give you a great example. Let's say you're a bodybuilder, you know, you're trying to do some kind of show with your body and shit, right? You know, one of them niggas, you feel me? And you have a drunken night, right? You've been consistent for 3 months, working out, doing your thing, and then one night you have a drunken night. If you look at that as, oh fuck, I'm such a failure. Oh damn, I can't. Oh fuck, why did I? Right? If you look at that one night as like that, then you're fucking up. You got to look at everything as a learned experience, because that drunken night should say, oh, okay, it should teach you something that you didn't even see, based off of it was hidden. And if you didn't have that drunken night, you wouldn't have known that was there. Telling you, nigga, you got to learn from it all. You learn from the good and bad, because it's still a climb up, right? So instead of going like this, it's actually going like this. So instead of going down, you're not even going down, because them downs is actually part of the game. You feel me? That you're learning something new from. So you're on the trajectory up in a smooth fashion if you allow your mind to gravitate and understand that, yes, your body must have felt this way and this why you drunk. Cool. Right? So how do you step outside of your body and understand why you did it, and then learn from that? And now it helps you in a same particular situation 3 months down the line. Hey, tell you what it is. You got to step outside. You got to observe ego, and in observing ego, you're going to observe God. Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love and appreciate y'all, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Yeah, Keon said reality is just a mirror reflecting when your internal state is vibrating at. Already. Yep. The payoff is in the work, y'all. Trust me, you can surpass these little boys. Trust me, if they can elevate without the work, imagine what you could do with the work. Absolutely, Golden Key. Absolutely. Yeah, so the work is the key. That's it. The work is the key. And the work is what's gonna move the needle. You feel me? Your spiritual work on yourself, your spiritual work on your mind. Boom. So tomorrow, come get this work, baby. Come get this work. I pulled out the books just for y'all. Come get this work tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Creative visualization, art and practice of Ophel. Creative visualization, very powerful techniques in there. I'm gonna give you all the techniques in the Ophel, the astral projection techniques. And I'm gonna lean into the wealth magic a little bit, but it's all the same rhetoric. But I really want to tap into this William Atkinson, your mind and how to use it, and some of the key principles in here that'll help us use our mind to let us be free. You feel me? And then 7-Eleven this Friday. Come get that work, baby. Y'all know what it is, family. Peace to the gods.